What's up, everybody? It's your girl TJ, back in another video, Talks with TJ, aka TJ Two Swoosh Chains, and we are back for another Kids Footlocker story time. And we're just not going to point out at all that this is definitely the same shirt as it was last week, but we're not going to pay attention to that. Alright, so this is just going to be a short one. It's not necessarily about an interaction with customers, but just more so coworkers, because the sneaker world itself, it has a mixture of different sneakerheads. Now, we are aware that it may be the term an OG sneakerhead, a hypebeast, a collector, a connoisseur, I don't know, maybe a newbie, right? Like, this isn't a fraternity, so we don't have, like, you know, the Neos and the profiles. We don't have all that, right? Okay, we don't have that. But there's always going to be a mix of different people into sneakers, and I have that in my store. Now, even though I don't see them a lot, because you guys got to remember, I work Saturdays and Sundays, and I only work a certain shift, usually morning or right around open, early afternoon, and then I'm done, and I'm out. Keep it fun, keep it short, keep it simple, but I still actually get to interact with a total mix of sneakerheads, and I'm just going to go ahead and give you kind of a profile of some of them. Alright, we have one. He is not necessarily into the whole like retro thing. He actually likes to rock New Balance a lot at work for comfort, and he just never bought into, he said, the Jordan 11 craze or wave, which I like that, go against the grain. You will have some that are only into those specific pairs that they want, and they're not always necessarily like OG retros, but it's still a very certain limited amount of sneakers that they know they're going to go after. They're not tempted by every and anything that may come out, especially being exposed to it in store all the time. They may not go after every single thing, and I 100% respect that, because you can see everything, doesn't mean you want everything, it doesn't mean you have to get everything. Now you're going to have some that are just straight reselling. They will go after everything. They keep nothing. They'll go after everything. They won't keep a thing. And then I feel like they kind of get bit by that regret bug later on if they wish they still had pairs that they let go. But you gotta respect the hustle. You gotta respect that's just part of the game. You're also going to have some where they have turned this into a business because they're entrepreneur spirit. They understand there is money to be made. There is demand. All they have to do is get the supply. And because they're pretty savvy, they got connections, they have the gift of gab, and they know how to look for deals. They can turn this into an entire business that functions as an extra source of income, and it may not even have to do with them working in actual Kids Footlocker, but you got to remember, you can always get different pairs based on people that, hey, you got a connection, hey, you can get me a pair, but you don't really care about the pair. All right, let me get that off for you, and I can flip that. There's always money to be made, and we have a total mix. Now, there are some that I don't see a whole lot. I don't know how much they care about sneakers. I'm going to be very honest with you. I have no idea how much they care just because I don't see them. But I think sometimes you can tell based on what's on someone's foot. I think a lot of times we will judge each other based on, even when you wear to work, even what you wear to work, we may judge you based on what you have on feet. So you can tell by some that are just super into it, I think, and some that, hey, they like sneakers. It's cool, they're into the job, but it's not an end-all be-all, like it may be for some of us. But you're always gonna have that mix, and I love it, because the conversations always stay fun, they stay fresh. They can be about what that person may be reselling, how the market is doing, like I said before, what they're going after, what they're not going after. We can talk about shoes we used to have, what we think about retros, what we think about trends. And it keeps it fun, and it keeps it different. Everybody has their own sneaker identity. So let me know, do you identify with any of these coworkers that I have? I definitely didn't mention any names, but some of them are going to know exactly who I'm talking about once they watch this. And you guys are dope. Always enjoy working with you on the weekends. And thanks for tuning in. Oh, yeah, you can see the shirt. Nothing works unless you do. So if everybody's still sitting on your ass, get up and go do something.